Hey everybody, just wanted to make a making of video set covering the construction of the Chichen Itza temple. As you can see, there is my observatory and the sky road heading out that way, and on the other side of this mountain, where Chichen Itza is now, you can see that it is currently just a mountain range. Let me get below the clouds real quick so you can see it a little better. There we go. A bunch of mountains, hills. There used to be a bunch of trees out here, but I kind of outlined with these sets of torches. Let me go down real quick. Sets of torches. The corners of where I wanted to build, and deforested everything. Cut down all the trees, saved the logs so I could build tools and tool chests. And burned all the leaves down, collected a little bit of the saplings for planting later, but deforested the whole thing. That took me basically one whole day because there were a ton of trees out here. Now, the first time I did this, I measured kind of on paper that the width of the building would be 192 by 192, but I way overestimated that. So I started marking the corners at 192 by 192, which works better for me now because now there's these down steps that lead to the flat area at the bottom of the temple. And what I did was I made these center markers at each corner and started carving out the outer perimeter on all four sides. This is the only one I've got done right now, but I'm going to go do this one and the one on the other end, and then that back one that's going to be parallel to this one, and that should be the whole perimeter. Once I have that, I'll start digging down on these mountains to get them to ground level as well, to sea level, and then I'm going to build the temple up from there to what y'all see today. So if you come this way, here's the staircase that you're using now to get down in here. And every once in a while I find some decent ore chiseling these out. I'm sure I'm going to find a whole bunch more as when I actually get around to flattening the inside part of this. Pop into a couple of caves every now and then, but so far I'm trying to ignore all of those. And then as you can see straight ahead, there's the next set of torches. That covers this corner. I carved this all the way out to the ocean just so I knew the level was flat with the water. Luckily for me, this corner was relatively near the water. And I've got this staircase just for chiseling out. I'm going to fill this in later and just make this. There should be a staircase going down here and a staircase going down here, and then this will be up at that height. So I'm going to start cutting these out, and once I get the outer perimeter done, I'll start going over what I'm going to do next with cutting out the rest of it, and we'll go from there. So, there you go. Okay, so now we're at phase 2 of the dig. I've actually finished all of the perimeter, chiseling out all four sides, as you can see here. And now what I'm working on, I added in these steps, make it a little easier to go down so I don't have to jump all the way back up. I am now digging out the underneath slowly. I'm going to dig it out to a 2 height, of course unless there's caves going up, but reason I'm doing this is as I'm digging through underneath, I'm going to go, sorry it's really dark right here, I'm going to go and cover up any caves or holes that go lower than sea level, this level right here, and that'll make it a little easier. Ooh, a cow died. That'll make it a little easier when I'm actually digging out all of this, because what I'll do in that case, I'll give you an example real quick, is I'll come up here. Let's do it right. Let's do it right here. Okay. Come up here and just dig straight down, since I know that I will not fall into lava or anything underneath, because I'll have chiseled out underneath the whole thing. So then the digging process will just consist of this, which, you know, may not be as exciting, but there, see? And now I've fallen through. Bam. That whole vertical section is dug out. It's nice during digging, because now I'll be able to light this whole place up without the use of torches. I'll just dig periodic holes up at the top. That's useful just because starting at the top and trying to like level mountains out, that would get really monotonous. I mean, this is going to get monotonous too, but at least you've constantly got to be moving around. Go dig out a section, walk out, come back up, go to the one next to it, dig down, walk out, come back up. So it'll prevent stuff from falling on me from underneath, and all that good stuff. So once I've dug out the entire underneath of this thing, I'll start the vertical digging to chisel everything out, and then we'll move on to phase 3, which is going to be prettifying the floor, making it all one uniform style, probably clean stone or dirt, one or the other. Probably clean stone, since there's already the majority of it's already clean stone. And then the construction of the temple will begin. So we'll pick it up when I get to that point. And there we go. Now it is all mined out underneath, as you can see there. Okay, the main reason I did that, again, was because now I can climb up to places like that and start digging straight down, and then I have no worry of falling into any pits. Ran across multiple pits while I was digging this, went and explored them, mined them out, and then capped them off. So now I've got some decent falls anyway to come into, but hopefully most of these won't kill me. So I may actually cap a couple of these big ones off with dirt, that way I don't fall all the way off to dig through the dirt. But other than that, that's about it. Now I'm going to start digging down from the surface through each one of these, and slowly but surely that'll dig out all the mountains that are above me, and we'll go from there. And then I'll probably end up replacing these floors. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Replacing these floors with one solid stone type, so that it appears smooth either when you're inside of the temple, or if you're standing outside getting ready to enter the temple. I'm thinking of having all that dirt so it'll grow grass and there'll be animals and stuff down around the base, but I haven't quite decided that. Ooh, it's turning dark, so I better get out of here. But the rest of it, we'll just take it from there. Okay. Now, as you look at this, you may think to yourself, wow, that is a lot of chests. And, oh my god, they're all full of cobblestone. That is way too much cobblestone. Think to yourself also, you know, hey, with all that cobblestone, he must have gotten quite a bit of work done. And my answer to you would be, yes, I have. There is my vast opening. That took me forever. I don't want to do that again. That was ridiculous. So, anyway, I know it'll be fun in the long run, but it's just, whoa. So, went around out after I finished digging all that out. I went around the perimeter and added fencing to prevent myself and animals from falling in. That would be a huge annoyance if I just like walking up these steps and all of a sudden, splut. You know, and then you have to run all the way back over here. It's not far from my spawn point, but still, not exactly something I want to do on a regular basis. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean the floor down there, make it all clean stone, and at that point I will probably start construction. I need to add torches down there. I have some torches, but I need to add more just so I don't come over here and this is a giant bucket full of enemies. Although that might be useful. Let enemies spawn down in there and then let the sunlight murder them all and I come and collect a ton of stuff. That would be awesome. We'll see. But anyway, that's where I'm going to be building Chichen Itza. So this is probably going to be the end of this making of episode. And then I will begin the second making of episode covering the construction of the building itself. So thanks for watching, and we'll pick it up when we get there. And here it is with all of the floor replaced as clean stone. So my previous statement of that being the end of this episode was a lie. This is the end of this episode. So I'll start construction tonight, and I'll work on it over the weekend, and hopefully I'll have it done before the end of the weekend. We'll see how that goes. Once again, thanks for checking it out.